Hey guys, I'm finally back from my trip and I wanted to do a video today. I just got back last night. Excuse the background. I don't have like a backdrop right now because I just got back and I didn't feel like getting it. I'm excited to do this video. So I saw that Sephora was coming out with these palettes and I thought it was like, it's not too similar, but it's kind of like that like Natasha Denona one that came out. It's like warm colors. I don't think it's exactly the same, but some of the shades were, and that's like really expensive. So I figured this would be like a good palette to do first impressions on, and this one is still pricey, but I think it might be worth it because you open it up and it has a giant mirror. And I love all of these colors. I think most of us love these colors, so you can't really go wrong. It is really heavy too. I feel like it's pretty good quality. It's really big. Just looking at it, I feel like it's nice and it's kind of worth the money. But the most important part is how the shadows work. So that's what I'm doing today of first impressions. I don't know what eye look I'm doing. I already primed my eyes though, so we're just gonna jump right into it. So when you open up your palette, you have this little thing here, and it has all the names of the shadows. They're not on the palette. That kind of bothers me. I don't like that because I don't want to have to keep this in there. I probably won't after this video, but I'll probably keep it around if I do more videos with it. I'm gonna set my primer. I haven't set it yet. I'm gonna set my primer with this first shade, and that's called Canvas, because I always use white to set my eyelids. I really do like that there's a huge mirror. I feel like if a palette costs this much, there should be a mirror at least. I mean, I don't have an opinion yet, but that seemed nice. What do I want to take now? Now, I think, I think I'm going to take Saddle. This palette is huge. Okay, I'm going to take this shade, and this is called Saddle. It's just next to the yellow one here. It's a light brown. Looks like a good transition. My skin is a little bit dry today, so if it looks bad on my eyes, it's probably because I just came from California where the weather isn't so dry to Arizona where it's the absolute driest weather, so I feel like as far as that shadow, it blended really nicely. I don't even know if you can see, but I feel like it blended really nicely. I'm going to use this little Urban Decay one. It came in the electric palette. Ooh, I want to use another brown. I'm going to take the one next to the one that I just used, and that is called Auburn. I feel like these blend really nicely. Like I'm hardly putting in any effort and it's blending really nice. There's a lot of kick up from the shadows, so if you don't like that, I guess be aware. Just tap your brush off, you know. I might have went in a little too heavy, so I'm going to go back into Saddle, I think it was. Yes, going back into Saddle and blending this out. So now that we have those, I already know that I want to take the shade called Sperm Umber. It's like a rusty shade. And I was really excited for this color because I don't have a color like this in my collection at all. When I saw everybody using the Melt Cosmetics Rest Stack and they were using that like rusty shade, I don't know what it's called because I don't have it, but I decided I really wanted a color like that, and I didn't, but that's in here. I'm just gonna take like a little flat brush to kind of pack the shadow on. I'm a little worried about fallout, but I already like powdered my face, so if like just what I do when there's fallout, I just take like a really big fluffy brush and I just dust it away really lightly, and it's just like, it's so easy to do it that way, it gets rid of it. I'm taking burnt umber, and definitely tap your brush off. Oh wow, okay. I really like this color. And just so you can see there, like when I put my brush in, there is kickback. I just want to show you there's not too much for me, but there is kickback. So, and fallout, I'll get a little closer. There's not really any fallout, and that was me packing it on. So I'm gonna go back into Auburn where I put that second brown, and I'm gonna blend those two colors together, make it look nice and even, blended. I'm gonna stick a little bit right here too, my outer corner. So that was really easy to blend together. It took like 2 seconds. And I'm gonna go back into Saddle, and I'm just taking the brush I used for Saddle, which is my transition, and I'm not picking up any extra product, I'm just blending, because I feel like it's a little harsh. Alright, so we have that eye almost done. I think what I want to do next is I'm going to take the other side of that brush I have from the electric palette, and I'm going to put burnt umber on. I'm just going to dab it like really lightly underneath, because after that I'm going to blend it out with Saddle. Okay, so that's that eye, and I know for sure that I want to add an eyeliner, but I'm going to finish this eye. I'm going to do the exact same thing, and I'll come back and we'll finish. Okay, so I'm back. I finished my eye look. The only thing I'm going to do left is I'm going to put a gold in my inner corner. I think I want to do that, and I think the color I'm going to use is I think I'm going to use bronze, and that's this one right here, because that's really gold, it's really pretty. So I'm going to use that. I'm just going to stick it in my inner corner. And the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little flat brush I have right here, and I'm going to take the same shade that I used to set my primer at the very start, which is the shade Canvas. It's the first one. And I'm going to put that up here just to kind of make my brow bone pop a little bit more. Alright, so now that we're done, I think we're ready to talk about this palette all together. My first impression was that it's really pretty, and I think I'm going to get a lot of use out of probably every shade in here, because I can't really complain There is one cool tone shade though. That's this shade, and that is called Chestnut. It's pretty. It's like a little light purple. The rest of the shades are really nice. I like all of them. Notice that they're all really blendable. They're soft. The pan sizes are pretty big too. I have to give it that. There is one con though, I will say. Just look at like me holding this. Like, it's having to hold it with my hand and do my eyeshadow. My hand was starting to cramp, and I don't know if you noticed, but I had to switch to my normal mirror that I always use. So because it's so big, that was kind of an issue. When I put the metallic shade on my inner corner, it's really pigmented. I did not need to get my brush wet at all, and I feel like if you were to put any of these metallics on your eyes, it would be the same thing. I don't think you'd have to get any of them wet. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna swatch all of the metallic shades for you, just so you can see what they look like. So here's 4 of them right now. And I'll kind of, oh, I have eyeliner. I'll do it like this, just kind of like that. The pink one right here is not as pigmented, I feel like, as it could be. I feel like it's a little bit, oh yeah, you might have to get your brush wet for this one because it kind of chunks up a little bit. So there's that. And those colors were brass, copper, bronze, and then peach. And then here's the last 3. And I'll swatch them. So those look really nice. Okay, this one is definitely going to need some help. That one's, you're gonna have to get that one wet. And these colors are brick, brown sugar, and coconut shell. So this one was really nice and this one's nice. This one, brown sugar, you're going to have to get wet because that was not a good swatch, but the rest are really nice. So overall, I think this is a really nice palette. I feel like it was definitely worth my money. I think it doesn't bother me to have to use like a setting spray or something to get my brush wet in order to use those metallics that didn't swatch that well. That isn't a huge setback for me. I feel like all of the mattes are going to be really nice. The mattes that I used blended like a dream. I didn't have to put a lot of work into it at all. They were really easy to work with. They were really pigmented. The shadow on my eye, that one was amazing. There wasn't that much fallout at all. You tap your brush off and you pack it on your eye like what I did, and I didn't have much fallout, so that was really nice. Other than my hand cramping, I really like this palette. I love all of the colors, and if you're planning on getting this, I know it's a little bit pricey. I kind of like cried a little bit inside because it was so much, but I am impressed with it. I do recommend it, and yeah, so that's the end of this video. I hope that answers any of your questions. If you were wondering about it, let me know if you like this palette and if you're going to get it, and subscribe if you like this video and if you want to see more videos from me, and give it a thumbs up. I will see you guys in my next video. I'm coming out with a vlog soon, my whole summer. I'm hoping that will turn out nice, but yeah, I'll see you guys then. Bye.